Welcome everyone. My my name is Craig Mandy, but I really like to abbreviate the Craig to CRG. Uh, Part of my aim on this channel is actually being aware. Like most of the things with me, it's actually more about awareness because yeah, I literally want to know about what happens in the world, what this world is actually all about, and basically some obvious things that people sort of tend to avoid or something. Some things that people sort of tend to diminish, trying to feed their ego and comfort and whatsoever. But the main aim is actually awareness, knowing things, being aware of what's happening and stuff. So yeah, so the first statement for me that I'm actually sort of diving into is we live in the same world but different realities. So us living in the same world, uh, that's like the physical conditions, the trees, the clouds, the rain, earth, whatever. That's the world. That's what we share. But reality is internal. Reality is actually shaped based on past experiences, different incentives, different interpretations, different backgrounds. So basically, my approach to this statement is we are actually all different. Like we're literally all different. So it's like due to past experiences and different backgrounds, it's like I say Jesus is God, but then someone says no, Muhammad is God, and then it actually leads to a, an argument, maybe a debate, and people start gathering around, cheering and all that stuff. Maybe it might actually lead to a fight. Who knows? But what I'm actually trying to point at is because the argument actually was a result due to different realities. Just like sometimes when an argument actually starts, it's actually sort of based on different realities actually colliding. So me actually being aware of this statement, most of the times when someone insults me, when I actually get into an argument, I actually have the awareness in my head where I'm like, if someone calls me skinny or fat or dumb for me doing the most productive things to me, I then have the realization that what I do is dumb in his reality. Just like Jesus is God, but in someone else's reality, Muhammad is, if you get what I'm saying. So, yeah, me knowing this statement has actually sort of led me to the conclusion that we human beings, to a core based foundation, we literally all are different. But it's just that sometimes people are afraid of being different, trying the head mentality and stuff. I don't really want to get much into that, but yeah, we basically are all different, like literally, because my likes, what is meaningful to me, might be meaningless to someone else. Because sometimes it's like, yeah, I mean, you do something that you actually see is really, really more productive in your eyes, but then someone comes and says you are dumb. Like, it doesn't have to come to me as such in a harsh condition, because me knowing this statement actually gives me the awareness that what I do in someone else's reality is actually dumb. But yeah, I'm still digging in deep with that statement. It's not that I have actually 100% overly concluded it, but definitely that is what I see. So I guess the statement we live in the same world but different realities actually comes off to me like whatever I'm doing, it's meaningful to me. So it's like it doesn't matter if someone else if many people give off their opinions, say you will never make it and stuff, like I'm living in my own reality. Like my reality is very different from my brother, my sister, my parents, my uncle. It's really, really different. And so when you actually set your mind to something and you really want to do it like with all, and people see it as something meaningless, it doesn't have to actually come off the harsh, because the reality is actually different over here. So yeah, that's my take on it. If you actually have a bit of more insight on the statement, on the topic, you can actually just put it in the comment section, any more suggestions and stuff. But yeah, I'm still diving a deep on it. But yeah, that's the statement. We live in the same world, but different realities. So basically, whatever you do, you gotta do what's meaningful to you. And if people say it's meaningless in their world. But yeah, just gotta do what is meaningful to you. So yeah, that's what's up. And if you have any kind of suggestions and stuff, like it's the first time, maybe it's the sound or the quality, and yeah, whatever that is, yeah, just put it in the comment section.